Hi everyone, it's Karen, and this is Scrap by Scrap. Thank you for stopping by. I am doing a product swap, thrifted swap, whatever I could find and sent to Natalie. And she had sent me a box, and I started opening it, and then I thought, oh, I should probably make a video about opening it. So that's what we're going to do, even though it's already open, but I didn't see everything. So cute little basket, a big block with numbers on it. Frame, the cutest little pair of wooden scissors, a little clipboard with a pen, some really pretty plaid decoupage paper, this spring, a globe, open it up, it's a little globe. This little angel, I think the hair's not supposed to be in her face, but little angel, a duck, a cat, a finial top, and a wooden spoon. I could really use this in my kitchen because I don't know where my wooden spoons have gone, but they're missing. Along with my spatulas, which is kind of strange. But, so I am going to think about this and put together some sort of a plan. And I will be back. Okay, so my first project is this angel I made using the globe and the spring. I used the globe as the halo, and the spring was kind of like the little dress. And basically I painted it all white first, and wasn't sure if I was going to keep the spring black or white. Wasn't sure what I was doing that, but I pulled these wings out of my stash. I just had them from a pour that I had extra resin, and I didn't want to waste it. So I ended up kind of painting it white. The spring I'm talking about. I just didn't do it a solid color. So I'm just painting the wings. And I didn't show you, but I was just putting on the face. Sorry about that. Now I took Pennies from Heaven. Nope. The DIY gold wax. I don't know if it's DIY or not. Anyway, I did that. Then I decided I need to do some metallic gold instead. So I mixed two different ones together, and you can decide what paint you want and all that stuff. I'm just going to paint that on because I found when I was trying to buff the wax, it was coming off. So decided it needed paint. And we are going to keep painting, I guess. Yep, we're still painting. I just want to welcome everybody to my channel. I also want to thank anyone that's come over from Natalie's channel to check me out. I appreciate it so much. This I'm using Spanish moss for some hair, and I put it right up to the halo and tried to keep it off her face as much as possible. And you know, you got to play with that forever. And I glued my wings on. I just kind of glued them and attached them to the back of the spring because it was hard to find some place to actually put the glue on. So I used hot glue to hold those on. And I would have used E6000, but I didn't have it, and this is staying with me, so it doesn't really matter. I didn't want to bring the resin out again, but I wanted this little bow that's in the jingle mold. It's from a couple of years ago. So I did make it out of glue And I originally just painted it the gold, but found out that I needed the white chalk paint on first because the metallic paint wasn't sticking to the hot glue. But that's a little trick if you don't want to drag out resin, you got something small to do. Use your glue gun. Works perfect. So now I'm just going to paint the gold back on again. And I think I do both sides, and I'm not sure why. In case you could see through the spring, I guess. But I am going to put that right in the front, right at where her neck would be, is where I put that. At some point. Okay, I think we're almost ready. Sorry about that. My poor son had to go through 5 hours of crafting because I just left the camera on with everything I did. So here's some mica powder. I'm just trying to do her cheeks. So she's got a little rosy glow. And I do love her. I think she's so cute. And after I glue this, I show you her. There she is in all of her gorgeousness. My angel. Project 2 was a frame. There it is. It was just a wooden frame, no backing, no glass, that I got sent from Natalie. And I painted it with Rust-Oleum chiffon cream. I just went through the new mold with the pumpkin, and I will get the name of it and put it in the description. And I just made up a bunch of fall leaves and just poured them in resin, and that's kind of boring, so I really didn't show you. I did some acorns and leaves and some wheat thingies, and yeah, so I painted them all. And my goal was to get all the leaves and everything around the frame. So I guess I did 2 different coats of the chiffon cream. And dried it off. This is some paper that I got from Temu, and they were really pretty fall prints. And it's on thin paper, so I mounted it on some cardboard and cut it down to fit in the frame. And I really wanted to not show the pumpkin at the bottom, since I was putting a pumpkin on the frame. I didn't, and it would be in the same corner, and I really didn't want to see both, so gonna back up. Sorry, my dog just came to visit. So I measured, and I ended up cutting a few times with my measurements. So this was a ledge that paper stopped on, so I actually cut it smaller so it would go closer to the top. And just trying to, I don't know why I did this so much, because I'm covering it all anyway. But I guess I'm efficient. So after you paint the frame, we are going to start framing the leaves and the acorns and everything around the frame. And for that, I used hot glue and Type On Thick and Quick. I used the hot glue just so it would hold the stuff down until it dried, the Type On glue. So I'm sanding it Checking my picture. Apparently need to cut again. Eventually I do get it so that um, it fits all the way down up to the top of the frame. So that gap is gone. And I glued it in there, just kind of tacked it, so that I could make sure I was going to cover the pumpkin with my poured resin pumpkin, if that makes any sense. I wanted to cover the pumpkin on the paper. So I'm just using my castings and just kind of trying to fit everything without having too many gaps. And I'm sure I'm staring at it wondering if that's the right way I want to go. Since I have the glue out, I'm going to say yes. So I'm just going to glue down these pieces. And if you try this, you really do want to fit them dry before you start gluing them, because I guarantee you, you'll have a space and not know what you're going to do with it, which has happened to me. And I had already taken a picture. Problem was, I took the picture on my phone and used the phone to record, so I really couldn't look at it. So as soon as I decide I like where everything is, I start gluing it on. But if you go onto Temu, they really do have pretty papers. I'm heating up the resin so that that corner's kind of beveled, and that's a big piece. So I wanted to be able to bend it up so that I could hold it for the glue to catch. And that works really great. Your heat gun on your resin, if you need to bend it, works great. Because if you try and bend it on your own, you're going to snap it. Do you want to ask me how I know that? So again, I'm trying to heat up this leaf so I can go around that corner. And she sticks all right. So we're going to finish filling the frame, but I am going to find that I need some more acorns or little things to fill up the little spaces, because I didn't want to see a lot of the frame. So I just got some extra parts and started cutting the pine cones off of them, but I believe I go and pour some more anyway, because I don't think I had enough. But the new mold for these is really beautiful. If you haven't got it yet, if you can find a stockist that has one, they're really pretty. The pumpkin is at a great size, and the detail in the leaves is great, which you will see when I start painting. Now I don't need that anymore because I know where everything goes. I really think I pour more. I do. So I will get the name of this one also. This just has all fall leaves. And that's using the Amazing Casting Resin in white. And it takes about 10 minutes to dry. Well, we say 10 minutes, but it's really not. It's very quick. So we are using Summer Crush and whatever that one said. The two oranges from DIY. And that is mustard yellow. Also using that, and that is a Waverly paint. And I'm just going to paint the pumpkin, obviously, and a few of the leaves. Just using the different colors, filling in those holes with what I just poured. Going to add a little brown in here after we glue on the new stuff. Well, I guess we went with the mustard for right this second. And the brown, which is Java by, I'm going to say Waverly, but they could be from Home Arts. I'll check, but it's the same company, just different lines of paint. The acorns, I made a dark brown on the top, and I made a lighter brown for the bottom of the acorns. And filled in a leaf or two with the light brown. And painted the stem with the light brown, adding a little bit more dark. I also used Marquee, the red color from DIY. I really love that color. It's a really, really pretty red. So I painted some of the flowers. I blended a few with some water. And just because not every leaf in fall is one solid color. So just decided to mix and match. And I'm waxing here, and I don't know why, because I wasn't done. So I don't know what I was thinking. Unless I thought I was done, but realized I wasn't. So I mixed up a lighter wax for my brown with a little bit of white. And we go over once with that, and then buff it out. And this project, you'll see it in the next couple of DIYs. I come back to it and put it out and paint it some more while I was waiting for something to dry. So I am putting more dark stuff in it. And that looks like that right now, but I know I pop it in a few more times. Our next project is I used the wooden spoon to make a Santa. So on the IOD's new holiday collection, there's an icicle with a Santa at the top. So I put some air dry clay so that the resin didn't start going down for the rest of the icicle. I just wanted Santa. And of course, I always just keep an extra mold there just so that you can pour stuff with the extra resin that you make. And I'm just painting the back of the spoon with Marquee. And letting that dry. And this angel and these ducks, I was up at night thinking about the angel and the duck. And I think there's one more. Oh, the cat, the blue one with the red beady eyes that she sent. And with my luck, okay, so I brought out that, I thought I used the snow stuff right there, but no. I painted it white. And I'm using the Marquee to paint this hat red. Mix the Marquee with a little bit of white for his mouth. I'm using just a skin tone paint. And I think every brand makes one. It doesn't say that's what it's for, but. So I painted his face, his eyes, gave him a little blush on his cheeks. When I thought he was cute enough. I did fuss with his eyes for a long time. One eye just I don't know, looked better. It looked like it fit his head. I don't know what he did to the other one, but So I just painted the back white. And, oh, now I'm putting on that snow stuff that I got from Pentart, and I got that from Milton's daughter. Her name is Lori, and she sells the IOD stuff, the DIY stuff, and then a lot of other Pentax and some different decoupage papers. So this is Prom Queen, and I thought it would be a nice steely blue for his eyes, which it was for a few days, and then I changed it again because he just looked creepy, so I had to put a different color. And I'm painting the sides of my spoon now, drying it off, painting his beard a little bit more with the white, doing his lips again, trimming up anything that I poured too much and it hung over. Oh, apparently I painted the whole spoon. And I glued Santa right to the top. And then around the middle I painted a black belt. Decided to tape it off so it would look neater. And then I took that snow stuff and I put it on top and bottom of the belt. Took the gold and made a belt buckle for Santa. Dried that off. Fussed with the belt a bit more. And doing some more touch-ups on the pumpkin frame. Okay, we are going to put a brown wax over Santa and buff it out. Just want to make his beard a few, little dimensional. And then I put clear wax on it, which I should have done before the brown wax, but, not bright enough to recall that. While that was drying, I'm fidgeting with the frame. And dry brushing a little bit. I felt it was a little bit dark. So I wanted to brighten it up a little. And I was using some glue dots to stick it back in. And this is, I was given that, no, we're still watching this, but I was given, one of the other things that I used was the finial. And I got out I guess my frame's done. I got out a clay pot, turned it upside down, and made it a bell. So I painted this roughly a white color just to get a start before I put another color on it, and painted the clay pot in white also. And I also painted the inside, because you never know. So after I gave it that little rough coat of white, oh, see, these pieces, I was like, maybe if I paint them one solid color, it'll come to me what to do with them. And thank God, talking to Natalie, and she said, oh no, we don't have to use them all. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, because I was struggling and just starting to paint everything white or that chiffon cream just to figure life out. I was just so happy. I'm telling you, I got out of bed once and went downstairs to just look at it and see what I could, I don't know, think about at night. It drove me crazy. So I molded a bunch of holly leaves, and when they were combined or individual leaves, and I popped them right on that with the hot glue, and I decided that I wanted to put 3 poinsettia on this pot. First I made 1, but then I said, oh, I thought I could maybe fit 4, but you can fit 3. And that's what I did there. And I had applied the holly leaves on the very bottom rim of the pot, which would be the top rim if it was right side up. So I did like I molded a piece that was 2 leaves and 3 berries. I did that 3 times. And painting the whole thing white. And I am painting the poinsettias all red. I'm going to paint them gold. If you put red down before you put your gold, the gold comes out so much better. It's nice and bright. And if you're doing silver, you should put black down or like a navy blue. Then go over it with your silver. And you'll see a huge difference. So after I painted them red, for a minute I thought, well, what if I just paint the holly green and we'll just call it a day? But it was just way too bright. And I knew I could put wax over it, but it was just way too bright. So the finial I paid again, and I believe that was crinoline. It was crinoline from DIY. And I'm just painting in between. Now I'm sanding a tiny bit of the red off just because it was really bright, and making a big mess because everything turned pink after that. But I also did the leaves. Okay, so it's all put together, and here we are painting the gold on top of the red poinsettia. Drying it up. Decided to paint the leaves. Oh, didn't do that yet. Oh, there we go. Painting them in crinoline by DIY, like the rest of the pot. And drying that. I would love to know if you guys know what you would do with the duck and the cat and the angel, because I was at a loss. I was ready to just paint them all black and put them in that basket and call it a day. I'm painting the finial red because I'm going to paint it gold. And you don't have to do that either. It just really does make a difference. Okay. Just putting the wax on it. Painting a little bit more gold. And then I'm using Rub and Buff on the leaves and on the flowers, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And I used the gold paint from DIY. It's not Pennies from Heaven, it's the other one. I'll list it. And that is my bell. Thank you all so much. Well, those are my videos. I hope that you like them. If you're new coming from Natalie's channel, I hope you check out some of my other videos. I really had fun doing this, and I appreciate Natalie doing it with me so much. I can't wait to see what she made with my stuff, so it'll be fun. I've never done this before, but it was really fun to challenge my imagination to get these done. But anyway, if you're new from Natalie's channel or you just found me, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you so much. And if you don't mind clicking like or subscribing or sharing any of those things, that would be fantastic. If you don't want to, absolutely don't. It's no big deal. So I hope you go check out Natalie's channel with her stuff she made. And I'll put the link down in the description. Have a great day.